James just solidly beat him pretty much in winners every time. That was when James had this state by Los Cojones, if you would. But then after a while, Wishers was able to take at least a set or two from time to time. I remember he beat him at Smash Quest to get to Smash Quest 1, I think it was, to get the Grand Finals winners side. It might have been Smash Quest 1 or 3. I don't exactly remember where these two met in winners finals. And it was one of the first sets that Wishes was actually able to take off of James, who had the very dominant set count in his favor for a very long time. And I think graduated Smash 4 with that dominant set count as well. As for these two now, I actually haven't seen them play very often. They are both playing completely different characters than they played back in the old game. James, of course, rocking his brand new patented Chrom, and Wishes playing just not one but 3 characters in his Pokemon trainer. These guys, definitely the set count is more so in James's favor right now, but that dude is forward smash, I think, is going to take the stock. But as for Ultimate, I actually have not seen the two of them play each other yet.
All right, then.
I personally have not. There might have been a time where they have, and if there is, I apologize, but I've not seen the two of them play.
Well, we'll see how things work out as the first stock goes into James's favor. And running with Pokemon Trainer against Chrom, I feel offers you a lot of variety in how you can abuse Chrom, but a lot more variety in how to get abused by Chrom. He's going to be able to poke at space very well, being able to, I feel, strongly contest in the air against all 3 of the Pokemon at Trainer's disposal. And unless Justin gets really bold with how he wants to approach this matchup, there's going to be a lot of situations where it's just sort of do or die right out the gate.
Yeah, it's definitely rough when you're facing against a Chrom as efficient as Shoyo James. I think he's definitely one of the forefront Chroms already, along with of course Blank and Matty G, to just name 2 other ones off the top of my head. So Squirtle, of course, the lightest of the 3 Pokemon with the Pokemon trainer. So I don't know if Wishes, if this is the one he really wants to be playing right now, but Squirtle is quite efficient out of the 3 Pokemon attacking up damage. At the very least, better than Charizard. Ivysaur as well is also definitely amazing attacking up damage with that up air that does about 20%. Just crazy strength on that move. But I don't know if Squirtle is the best choice right now, because like Chrom is just itching to get a kill right now. And if you guys don't know Chrom, he is the hybrid, as that forward tilt is going to take the stock. He is the illegitimate love child of Roy and Lucina in terms of what this character is capable of. He just hits like a truck with those swift moves, and just about half, if not more, of the character's potent, strong sword attacks not only rack up damage very easily, but they do also kill. So Squirtle is just one of the lightest, so I can't imagine Wishes wanting to play too much Squirtle right here, as he is already down another stock against James.
See, I feel like Squirtle offers a lot to this matchup, mostly in part to how his combo strings work. They're very close in, they're very burst-like, breaks to the ledge very well, and I also feel like Water Gun is going to offer a lot of variety if Wishes can get control of the stage, which in this game has proven to be very difficult so far, but the ability to punish Chrom's linear recovery is so important, because it means that you're going to threaten him when he's trying to go off stage. We're going to tie up the stock count, but sitting at 90, charges up the Water Gun. He's still going to stick with Squirtle for the time being. We'll see how well this works as he tries to pivot around. I feel like Ivysaur is going to be the weakest link in this particular matchup. Even though we've seen really strong performances thus far, it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle, especially as James manages to take game 1.
Absolutely. When I was referring to Squirtle, I did mean just when Squirtle was a kill percent. I'm sure Squirtle is definitely crucial in this matchup in terms of racking up damage, as he's one of the most efficient.
Oh, no, yeah, he's going to be dying plenty of times. It's just, I feel like in this matchup, the pros and the cons, while there's lots of both, the pros start to outweigh it. It's just a matter of how well is Justy going to be able to go through this matchup with the other 2, because you can't really just play Squirtle the whole time. He is going to stick to Trainer, though, as we go into game 2, and we'll see how things work out for him. As far as approaches to this matchup are concerned, you gotta be careful in the air. You're not going air to air with Chrom with stubby aerials like Squirtle.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't want to be jumping around too much against a. You don't want to be jumping around against a Chrom as proficient and efficient as Shoyo James is, because you're just gonna wind up getting those double jumps caught a lot more often than you think, and then you'll wind up off stage against the jump. Chrom is much more efficient at gimping than the character really appears to be, because his attacks, his forward air, his F tilt, they just have such prominent high knockback, and unless your character has a really, really good recovery, you'll wind up gimping yourself yourself at some pretty crazy percents if you wind up ledge jumping when you're when you really shouldn't be, or you're just jumping around the stage when you shouldn't be, and he catches you with a forward air or back air or something with your double jump. You're gonna wind up off stage at percents where you'll just be dying at crazy ones. But if you're able to get Chrom off stage far enough without a jump, and you have some sort of attack that can push you, which Squirtle just so happens to have in his water gun out of his mouth, then you might be able to turn the tables and gimp him as well if you are able to catch him out of his up B. But those situations are actually more few and far between than you would think, as that forward smash is going to take Wish's first stock.
It's just been a rough battle because at no opportunities, Wishes really have a chance to just stand on the ground, fight his own ground, because he's always trying to play on the defensive. James is constantly waiting to hit him with something. We're seeing a flurry of aerials and finally catching him out on jumping there, but we already see Wish is sitting with 40%, and he really just came to the field on his second stock.
Yeah, Chrom just not only amazing at killing and at gimping, his character racks up damage like there is no tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. This is why this character is a top tier. He just does everything when he needs to, as that back air from Wishes is going to be able to launch him off stage right there, but one down tilt is going to even out those stocks relatively quickly. This is the scary thing, when you're boxing Chrom like this, because then all of a sudden, you never know when one is just going to wind up doing that, and you're going to take another about 20 damage right there, 25. It's just rough. Chrom is an amazing character. He's just got such proficient knockback growth, damage output, just the raw kill power, and his recovery itself. It is a myth that this character's recovery is bad.
Yeah, for real. I don't know who started that, but the jump that he has is good.
We theory crafted that before the game came out because we thought he was just gonna be, Roy, but with a worse recovery. That
directional air dodge, jumping, and the drift you get from up B will bring Chrom back from the blast zone. Don't get it twisted. You have to be careful when edge guarding him, because even while he's returning to stage, outputting all of those resources, he's still able to charge you. He's still able to counteract if you're trying to go out there deep with him, so you have to be careful. Although Wish is pushing the envelope here, he's doing a really good job of trying to keep these stocks even, but he's got to keep the move going. He can't let James the opportunity to step on the ground. Otherwise, he's just going to eat all that percentage back up.
We see some of those little mini Mario combos coming out with those up air strings into themselves, and then trying to hit him with his own little flood of his own to get him off stage right there, reminiscent of a certain Italian plumber. But it's not gonna matter. He's gonna be able to get that back air right there, killing at 105%. Chrom is the enemy of the Red Lightning because it just never appears when his kill moves are actually potent and actually true, because this character's just kill power is just so raw, the knockback growth just so real that the game
he just
sometimes
swings.
doesn't even account to it. Yeah,
When
he
you
swings, but it works.
When you put a character like Chrom in the hands of someone smart like James, it's just terrifying. Because it's like, you can't even counteract the fact that the character blindly swings. James isn't just blindly swinging. He knows where his opponent wants to be positioned. He knows how to control the stage. He knows what he can get away with. And these are all just terrifying aspects with this kill power.
Yeah, just in the hands of a monster like Shoyo James, it's just a scary, scary feat for this character. We are running it back to Smashville though. Arguably a questionable pick. I think this is the smallest of the. I think this might be the smallest of the legal stages that we play on in this current rule set of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. No, it is not.
Unova.
Unova is smaller. Thank you for correcting me on that. I appreciate that.
There's a lot of stage lists all over the place, even just in the tri-state area. You got to keep your wits about you with all the stages that are played.
The truth be told, I think there are some locals that don't even have Unova, so maybe that's what I was thinking of. That's
but
my
at least
excuse.
we don't have Castle Siege.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, at least we don't have Castle Stage. What tournament runs that? Anyway, another forward air is going to knock him off right there, forcing him into his up B, but that does not put Ivysaur into free fall. It looks like the kind of move that would, considering it's an up B, but it does not. You do have the chance to switch Pokemon or air dodge forward if you were close enough to the ledge to do that, switching to Charizard to be able to make his way back with that invincible up B right there. And he is now playing the heavy big boy Pokemon. He probably won't be dying at least too early of a percent right now, is what I would say if this guy wasn't playing Chrom. He's fishing for a back air. I thought he would maybe land one there, but Wish is able to fight his way back with the forward air right there. These guys relatively even in percents. It's going to be a huge first stock right here from Wishes if he's going to be able to take this, which I think he needs to if he wants to stay in this winner's side of the bracket.
It's going to be hard for him, though, just because James is playing so patiently now. He's recognized, where Wishes is starting to blow him up for his mispositioning and his misplays while in the air. He can't really afford to do that here. Yes, it's the best of 5, but he almost didn't come back.
Yeah, he teched, he side beat, he didn't have a jump right there, but that up B just travels so much distance, it's not going to matter, and Shoyo James will be able to make it back right there. But Wish is able to take the stock regardless.
I need to know what angle that was. That man did a whole ass zoom for no reason, but it's a lead that Wishes is going to take. Sitting at 149, still trying to come off the ledge. It's hard doing, but any percentage that Wishes gets at this point is welcome. Take the leads wherever he can get it.
Absolutely, but that lead was a little short-lived as Shoyo James is going to be able to take Wish's first stock there. And what just a good, patient tech read right there. Not just a classic walk, don't run from Wishes right there to be able to space himself perfectly, to be able to get that grab and get that damage. He's actually looking much better in this Game 3 right here. Perhaps a little adaptation coming out from Wishes right here, working around these giant hitboxes of Shoyo James. Maybe 2 games was all he needed to be able to download.
Let's not get too carried away here. He's playing great, but
I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, you know, man.
One sour edge guard's all it takes, and all of a sudden, Wish is finding himself at the mercy of Chrom, trying to play around his shield. Back throw is going to reset for the stage control. We're going to switch to Squirtle. Not going to see it, though.
Yeah, those are the kind of situations where you're going to be seeing, as you mentioned earlier, Chrom just... I'm sorry. Chrom just air dodging his way to the ledge to make sure he is not forced into that up B, because there are very few characters in this game that have pushback moves, such as the water gun. You know, the only 2 that really come to mind is that up throw is going to be able to take the stock is Mario and Squirtle. But you saw Wishes right there looking for it. You saw the fact that Shoyo James was off stage without a jump right there, hoping he was going to be off and forced into his up B, which would have been a guaranteed death if Squirtle had the water gun right there, which he was sitting there ready for as he unleashed it. But Shoyo James recognizing that
look at
air
these
dodging
juggles
back
from
towards the
Wishes.
stage instead. It's remarkable.
We're seeing the up air chains. We're seeing the up Bs. It's so much pressure. James trying to come back here on his final stock, but he's just being met with hitbox after hitbox after hitbox.
Yeah, Ivysaur just has those hitboxes to boot. This character what he doesn't lack in range, he also does not lack in power either. Ivysaur, in my personal opinion, the strongest of the 3 Pokemon, and a wonderful tech from Wishes to be able to find his way back onto the stage right there. Forward tilt is going to take his stock. Shoyo James down in this 3rd game, but not out. One more combo and 1 more solid edge guard. Perhaps 2, if I'm not mistaken, will be able to work this back, but that should be the game right there. No, he saves his jump. I actually thought he used it earlier on, but he saves it right there to be able to force his way back. It's 166.6%. That is the number of the Beast, as the Beast is out from Wishes right now with this Charizard, trying to hit him with a strong attack from this strong Pokemon to be able to finally take the stock. Instead, electing to go Squirtle, probably opting for a little more mobility to make sure he doesn't get hit too much by this Chrom right here. Is the back air still not going to be able to take it? Shoyo James with the DI of legends.
Whiffed grab almost spelled disaster for Wishes, but he's still staying alive. He's trying to play around these short aerials, man. It's so rough, but down throw is gonna kill.
Wow.
All right, word. I like it.
You ever just be so high in percent that you don't care about what throw it is anymore? That's what just happens.
That's when you lose the game of horse and you throw the basketball right at the ground. You're just done with it, man. But nonetheless, we're gonna see Wishes put a number on the board finally. Coming into game 4, it's rough doing. Like, if Wishes can play like that, we can very well see ourselves go to the game 5. But it took a lot of outplaying around James just to stand on the ground and just to play his game. And I don't know if James is going to allow Wishes that opportunity again.
And you can never sleep against Chrom at any moment. You saw Shoyo James tacking that damage up. He got Wishes to about a solid 40-50 on that last stock already when he started that last stock at 166%. And you know, with that much rage, you can never count Chrom out right there. But Wishes able to clutch it out right there, not sleeping on his opponent at all whatsoever, and he's going to be able to take that game 3 because of it. Game 4, we're running it off to a Battlefield version of not the Coliseum stage.
This is Arena Ferox.
Thank you. So it was something with like some sort of arena type name in it. I don't play anime. I'm sorry. Anyway, Shoyo James. About a 50% differential between the player, and now another 50% differential, but the other way around. Shoyo James back at 0, getting rocked with that roll to the down throw.
That was an amazing tech read too. We've seen a couple of those now come from Wishes, and if he can keep that going, this set's looking as good as his. James came into this like on fire, but that fire is being put out slowly and surely by Wishes' play.
Perhaps just picking up on a little bit of some habits he might have been noticing from Shoyo James right now as the fire is back out, switching to the water instead. Off stage, baiting it out off stage with the changing right there. That does stall you in the air for a little bit as you are able to change with the Pokemon.
Not only
just
that,
efficient at that, but also combo breaking.
When you use specials, the command that the Pokemon trainer calls out changes her animation, and because of that, it allows you to switch much quicker than if you're just to put out aerials. So that Vine Whip isn't just to occupy space that would otherwise be around for someone looking to edge guard Ivysaur. It also allows him much more quickly switch to his Charizard, and even though the Charizard is short-lived, it's worth noting that Wishes has been mixing up his recoveries through use of that special changing very often throughout the set. And I think James is starting to catch on to it because he's been changing the pace at which he edge guards Wishes.
Yes, and Wish is also not banning Battlefield. Chrom, of course, not Marth, as we did see earlier with Mr. E, but he is a little bit of a descendant of him, and just like such, he can play similarly like him as well with his swords. You saw him get that up air juggling string on Battlefield with Wishes just struggling to land, and this should be a stock right here as he commits with the Flare Blitz side B right there. That, of course, is not safe on block unless your shield is very, very small, which Shoyo James's was not. He made sure to keep that shield nice and full. No M&Ms here to be able to take that stock by blocking the Flare Blitz right there. Shoyo James up a full stock against Wishes. Final winner's bracket stock right here, potentially.
Great patience for Wishes, but he's not going to be able to find anything out of the down throw. Continued pressure just to try and control the stage a little bit better, but the momentum is running out for Wishes. He came into this game so strong. He's able to keep the 1-1 stock count. But James is playing much better now, playing a lot more of the ground game, mixing up how he's going to edge guard, and being more consistent with his combos. Wishes just has to deliver more of the same as this Squirtle is running rampant right now.
That was the absolute Squirtle mix combo that he needed right there. He was able to even out the game percent-wise right there with that combo right there, which is actually, I believe, why he switched to Squirtle at the start of that last stock, because he wanted a character with high damage output and high combos like he had right there. And it worked right there. He was able to even out the percent relatively, and now we are off to Charizard, so he can potentially finish out this stock right here, which that back air would have assisted in doing. Shoyo James just air dodging out of the way right there. Not dying just yet. That's going to be a jab to a forward air. He's going off of the edge guards right here. Maybe an up B. No. We're going to have a shield right there. He's going to throw him off 124% on this Charizard right now. Wishes down, but he is not out. Just one! Flare Blitz was all he needed. I was going to call it.
Yo, he wanted it. Earlier, we saw Wishes put it out. James punished it in brutal fashion. And even if you were watching on the player cams, James shaking his head. He was not content that Justin would just throw it out like that. But came back around to bite him. And just like that, game 5 time, baby.
Was that a dragon joke you made right there? The biting? Is that what that was? No,
Not at all.
not at all. Not at all. Okay.
Game 5 is bringing us right back to Arena Ferox Battlefield, and we'll see what happens here. Both players have been playing on fire right now, but Wish is staying a lot more consistent with where he's trying to track James, and he's following him constantly with this DI. Look at how much percentage he was able to get just from consecutive strings, and it's not ending.
I am just loving these Squirtle combos coming out from Wishes. It really shows the knowledge that he already has with this character, knowing that that's the one that he wants to be able to use to rack up damage with, and that he's already back on this Charizard. When you're on your Charizard 30 seconds into a match already, that is a sign that you're doing really well in winning that match. As he uses the down beat change right there, switching the Pokemon to be able to escape that down air clutching out from Shoyo James, already tacking on this damage really well, but just as I say that, Shoyo James able to tack on some good damage of his own.
Yeah, but he's not really able to do anything with that damage right now. Constantly on the hunt for the kill. We haven't seen James really take advantage of any aspects of the stage. And I feel like that's just more to the fact that Wishes is doing such a good job of taking it all back. He's controlling the ledge really well. He's been able to box around center stage beautifully. And we're even seeing that through the up smash killing. Switch ourselves back to Ivysaur. And the same game plan just keeps on rolling through. Even as James takes back the ledge, he really hasn't had an opportunity to make the most of having the stage control in his favor.
Absolutely. You saw him switch to Ivysaur immediately after charging that water gun for that second stock right there, because he was at about 104%, but it was a fresh stock for James. I think he still wanted a Pokemon that would be reliable attacking up the damage right there, but he didn't want to die too early from the Squirtle light knockback. But Shoyo James is going to be able to take that second stock anyway, as we see right here, sitting pretty with the Ivysaur right now, trying to catch him in those up air juggles, which I can imagine being pretty huge on Battlefield, considering that with some opponents, it is kind of difficult to land on this stage, especially against the hitboxes. Huge huge is that both of these characters, of course, having just wonderful up airs for juggling and killing, of course, as well. And that up smash just barely not going to be able to take the stock right here. The Charizard is out and roaring right now, trying to take away this stock from Shoyo James, and he still does not, preemptively switching to Squirtle as well. This is Wishes sitting very pretty right now, but he's still trying to hunt for this kill against James.
Get up attack, great option from James. Still trying to figure out how to play around this right now, but Wishes' spacing has been so good. I feel like throughout this set, Wishes has gotten a very good understanding of how James is trying to contest for space. And just staying out of that area of effect of where James is trying to control has worked out so well. We see the way that where Wishes is either trying to control space with Razor Leaf and Vine Whip from Ivysaur, or dashing in and out with Squirtle, or even just standing just shy of where James can hit him with Charizard. He's just super aware of what he needs to do in all of these different matchups.
Yeah, that was a very astute observation right there. I actually saw that, the reverse forward smash is going to be able to take the stock right there. We are at last game, last stock between these two immaculate competitors, as I was saying. That forward tilt, he actually had a forward tilt against Charizard right there. That just barely scraped him, just trimmed his beard a little bit right as you were saying that. So, like you said, it really just goes to show like how just adept and just remarkable Wishes is at just knowing all of these matchups against Chrom right here. It is the same character at the end of the day, but these are three different characters that he has to play and adapt accordingly with to know against this man right here, and that is going to be a free punish for Wishes right there, getting those two little hit strings, tacking on that little damage that he needs. This is absolutely anybody's game right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Rapid Jams, just to press the issue a little bit further, keep that percentage lead while you can. This is last stock situation. This is winner's bracket life for both of these players. So it's really coming down for the wire as Wishes tries to get the juggle going, and an up air manages to catch him out, and just like that, handshakes go off, and Wishes takes the set on Shoyo James.
Yeah, you gotta clap it up for him right there. The set count is still rather dominant in James's favor, but Wishes has proved himself time and time again that he is one of the few and far between players that is at least able to take these sets off of Shoyo James, because there was a period about a year ago where just no one was seemingly able to defeat this man, and then
he was looking